What's going on, neighbors? Charlie here. Yesterday, before I went to bed, I was listening to Yellow Flash. I like to listen to them before I go to bed because I always have good dreams. Sometimes I'm a little bee flying over vast rolling hills of green grass and flowers, just enjoying the sun and the cool breeze. Anywho's, he was talking about diversity in comics, new Indiegogo that's going on, and he kind of alluded to eventually doing a video on where he thinks the industry is going to go. I didn't listen to his video. I'm not sure if he actually put it up yet, but I actually wanted to do my little take on that, but I also wanted to give him credit because he was the one that gave me the idea to do this. Now, back in the day, some guys got together, you know their names, McFarlane, Liefeld, Lee, and the other unimportant ones. They formed Image, and they broke away from Marvel, and they created their own comic book company. And today, none of those comics are being produced. Well, except for Spawn. I actually picked up Spawn 2 days ago. I didn't even understand what was going on. Spawn was like in one panel, and it was all shady, and it wasn't McFarlane's art. So I was like, what the hell's up with that? Anywho's, but Image was created with a flaw. They didn't build a cohesive universe. They were a little greedy, and they all wanted to stay independent, and they didn't actually make a new universe. And that's actually what needs to happen. Actually, not just one new universe. Let's take a little bit from Sword Art Online. Whole crapload of new universes. That is what makes DC and Marvel successful. They have multiple books, all going through their own storylines, but all the characters actually interact in one cohesive universe. Now, DC's Jawbreakers happens in a universe, but are there other characters in that universe? Or are his other comic books kind of like independent one-shots? And that's what you have to think about if you think you're going to compete with the big boys. They're not producing a better product. They're just producing a wider range product. Now, the most successful of the individuals, besides McFarlane, who did McFarlane Toys and all that type of stuff, and Spawn, and the whole movie and junk like that, was Jim Lee. And he actually created a universe. He created, under his Wildstorm brand, the Wildstorm universe. And look at all these characters. These are all different books. Some were Stormwatch, some were Wildcats, Gene 13. Who's that chick in Gene 13? I forget her name. Fairchild. She was the one always getting into battles and losing her clothes by accident. And then he worked some other creators, and that's how we got Deathblow. Let's see where that is, right here, right down here. So we got Wetworks, Deathblow, Stormwatch up there in the corner. A whole bunch of good stuff. In fact, I like Wildstorm so much. A couple days ago, I got into my local Amazons, which means I opened up the app, and I bought this bad boy. This thing is thick. That's what she said. This is a hardcover. I don't even know what's inside. Oops. I'm hitting a whole bunch of weirdness. This thing is awesome. The absolute Wildcats. Jim Lee. It's got a little DC logo because DC bought Wildstorm and Jim Lee. Bought him for his talent. But they came with a great product. God, that was a grifter. Oh, I need my Van Skyver. I don't like my fingers being pointed. Grifter. I forget what that dude's name is. Lord Imp, right there. It's on the cover. Ugh. What was that? This is that Union or Supreme? That was Union. Supreme was a different comic book. I forget what her name was. She was like Void or something. I don't know. I'll have to bust up that. That's Zealot. That chick was a Coda. She was awesome. Spartan. God dang. Let's bring back memories. These guys were awesome. I think that was Zealot's sister right there, I think. I think these two were married in a timeline. Not a timeline, but in a story arc. They got divorced or something. I think these two, before he became a robot, because they did a Team 1 limited series. And he was still human. I don't know. I ran out of money or joined the military. I forget which one. But what I'm trying to get to the point is, if Jim Lee hadn't sold out to, sorry about that. If Jim Lee hadn't sold out to DC and he kept working at this, he could have probably, maybe not 1 or 2, but definitely 3. And that's what needs to happen. A bunch of artists, a bunch of writers need to get together, just like Stan Lee and Kirby did back in the day, and create something. Create something awesome. There's no guarantee that Marvel's going to stay on top and DC's going to stay on top. Companies fall all the time. When was the last time you got your electricity from Westinghouse? That used to be the only company you used to be able to get your electricity from. They're gone. Got any Philips products in your house these days? Exactly. Something better always comes along. What DNC is doing is just like one small step. This is what needs to happen. We need to bring it to the next level. Wow, that was my stomach growling. Sorry. I'm really hungry. Well, this is just a short video to tell you, yeah, we can do this. Change the world. Happens all the time. Apple Computer was going out of business. How many of us have iPhones now? And Macs. Creativity is not a singularity that is only gifted to a few individuals. We all got it. We all got the drive. Let's get on this. I want to read interesting stories. Yeah. That's it. Talk to you guys later. I'm not going to tell you subscribe yet because I think my channel kind of sucks right now, but if you decide to subscribe, thanks. Oh, let's get this, let's see, my last video had 5 views. Let's get this bad boy up to 6. Later.